A lot of smartphones have launched in the market recently and they've really taken the Indian market by surprise. People weren't expecting phones to be this cheap this soon, and the biggest example set forward was by Xiaomi and their launch of the Mi 3. The phone sold out like hotcakes, and within seconds they were sold out from Flipkart's website, which by itself a process which was not appreciated by a lot of people. The Redmi 1S is no less. Even though the phone is half the price, it actually matches up with in specifications to phones double its price approximately, and the company had about 40,000 units for sale, which were sold out within seconds when they went on sale on the 2nd of September. My name is Bharat Nagpal. Today we're going to be reviewing the Xiaomi Redmi 1S. Before we get into the nitty-gritties of things, let's talk about specifications. So on the inside, running the Redmi 1S is a Qualcomm Snapdragon chipset, which is running on quad cores at 1.6 GHz. You also get the Adreno 305 GPU, along with 1 GB of RAM, 8 GB of storage, and up to 64 GB expandability using a micro SD card. On the inside is a 2050 mAh battery, and on the back is an 8 megapixel camera. The front is a 1.6 megapixel camera, and while the rear camera can do 1080p video, the front camera can do 720p video. The display is a 4.7-inch 1280 by 720 pixel display, giving it a total of 312 pixels per inch, and you do get the Asahi Dragon Trail glass. The phone is running MIUI on top of Android 4.3 Jelly Bean and is expected to get updated to the latest version of MIUI, which is version 6, as well as get KitKat, because that is what MIUI runs on. If we talk about build quality, the phone is essentially made out of plastic, but it's got a really nice build and quality. It feels really good in the hand, and the back panel is really rock solid and sturdy. You do get a bunch of color options for the back panel, which you can replace and customize according to your color preference, and it also helps you from damaging the back panel easily. The phone is pretty robust and you won't expect it to get damaged really easily. You do get a secure glass on the top, so versus the Corning Gorilla Glass that you get on some phones, as well as the global variant or the Chinese variant of the Redmi 1S. On the Indian variant, all you get is the Asahi Dragon Trail glass. Now the phone itself costs 5,999 rupees, which is a surprise because the company already was underselling it for a price of 6,999 rupees, and just one day prior to launch they decided to make it 1,000 rupees cheaper. The companies managed to do this by reducing their marketing budget, and you'll notice that you're not seeing any advertisements for the Redmi 1S, and that is the only way that they've managed to bring down the price of the phone by 1,000 rupees. Now you can check out the unboxing video and you'll see that the Redmi 1S comes with standard equipment inside the box, and you don't even get a set of earphones. It is really tedious to buy this device. You have to register on the shopping website Flipkart, and then you have to wait for your sale time to happen, and then you have to be in line, and you just have a bunch of seconds, click and buy the phone. If you miss out, then basically this phone is out of stock and you won't be able to buy the device. So it needs to be really precise and be really, you need to be patient in buying this phone, which I feel is a bit of a downside because it is almost become difficult to buy a device that you want to, and in today's day and age and in the kind of economy that we are in, restricting devices to that level I don't think is required, but the company needs to do it because they don't have enough handsets to sell. Now the user interface is really fast and responsive. It has all the applications laid out on the home screen almost like iOS, and MIUI has been known to sort of look like iOS quite a lot. You do get folders that you can customize and add applications to, and you can basically customize the whole user experience of Redmi 1S thanks to MIUI and a bunch of themes that you can download. Now the company does not have an ability to sell you paid themes here in India, but you have a bucket load of free themes that you can download and install and basically customize the user interface as per your requirement. For those who don't enjoy the Mi user interface or the MIUI user interface, they can definitely go in to the Play Store and download a launcher that will basically allow them to replace the way the device looks, and you can get a standard Android experience as well, which will be really nice. Now the multitasking system is fairly simplistic. If you want to quit an application, you can just swipe it out from the multitasking panel, and you also can free up some memory by killing all applications, and it'll also constantly tell you the amount of free memory on the device, which ranges from 330 to 430 depending on how many applications you have running. Now we ran benchmarks and we found that the device was fairly good in benchmarks and overall performance, and it handled almost all sorts of games including Asphalt 8, and it managed to run it at full graphics even though with a bit of lag. Running on medium graphics for most games will be recommended for this device, which costs 6,000 rupees in the market, and it will not disappoint you. The brilliant thing that Xiaomi has done is that they've included a micro SD card slot that lets you expand up to 64 gigabyte for storing music, videos, as well as pictures. However, you cannot install applications onto the memory card as that feature does not exist on this device. The device does support USB OTG, and you can connect a pen drive as well as a hard drive to the device, and it will power it on and it will read the contents of the device. So in case you want to transfer data to and from the device, you can do that with ease using your portable hard drives. The one thing that we dislike is the fact that the bottom buttons are not backlit and can be really difficult to use if you are in low light conditions. The device does have a customizable notification light that can be changed for each individual item, so you can have a different color for calls, different color for messages and notifications. The camera on the back of the device is pretty impressive. You get an 8 megapixel sensor that is capable of high resolution imagery as well as full HD video. We found the video samples to be really smooth and steady, as well as low light imagery to be really nice. You do have this twilight feature that allows you to click pictures while you're in a twilight mode, which will help you get better shots at night, and we found that to be pretty decent and not one of the best experiences that you can get, but it does sort of improve the ability to click pictures in low light conditions. You also have live effects and filters that you can add to your device while you're clicking pictures, which gives you a preview before you click the picture, so you know exactly what kind of filter you need to put on the device. We found the call quality to be pretty impressive, and we found that networks held strong. However, indoors we were slightly disappointed with the fact that we found the network strength to be lower than comparable devices, including the Motorola Moto E as well as the Motorola Moto G. The call quality itself is good, and sound from the earphone as well as the speakerphone and outgoing call sounds from the microphone are not disappointing at all. Watching videos is pretty good on the Redmi 1S thanks to the nice viewing angles on the display. However, we found that the speakerphone was slightly low in volume, and a use of headphones is highly recommended. The speakerphone on the Redmi 1S is also located in a place where you can easily muffle it up with your hands, and you almost lose all the sound while gaming, so you need to be careful of that when you're playing games on this device. Battery life on the Redmi 1S was pretty good. We found the device to run almost a whole day, but if you're a heavy user, you'll need to recharge the device by 5 to 6 p.m., which leaves a lot to be desired from the device. After using multiple applications, the device does slow down, and an upgrade to KitKat will definitely improve the available RAM and the over usage of the battery, therefore giving you better battery life and better RAM. But for the time being, with Android 4.3, it's not the best experience that you can get. Xiaomi has also confirmed that they're going to be selling the spare batteries for users. So in case you're interested in getting an additional battery and carrying it with you in your pocket, you can do that, while the company will also be selling external battery chargers to help you charge your external batteries without using your smartphone, therefore giving you a run and gun sort of situation with an additional battery. With comparison of performance, camera, and overall application use, we feel that the Redmi 1S is totally a value for money device, and in our written review we gave it 10 on 10 for value for money. With the build quality, hardware, software experiences, and everything else, including the inability to easily buy this phone got a total overall rating of 8 on 10, which is mighty impressive for a product that is under the 6,000 rupee price bracket. The Xiaomi Redmi 1S truly breaks all barriers in terms of pricing and the quality of hardware that can be made available to users. Where there have been rumors about the Xiaomi phones leaking data to their Chinese servers, all you can do is be sure to not allow any such data uplinks and tackle your insecurities with that. The phone is a marvelous piece of engineering for a marvelous price, and it will truly satisfy all your desires, and this is possibly the only phone that you should consider buying if you have a budget of up to 10,000 rupees and the will of staying patient and standing in line to buy this device. For more details and the full review of the Xiaomi Redmi 1S, visit iGyaan.in. You can find the link to the written review in the description below. You can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube for upcoming reviews, contests, giveaways, and more. This has been Bharat Nagpal. Thank you guys for watching.